welcome, Secretary Bogen. Thank you for being here today. Yesterday, our committee heard a lot of concerns about access to sensitive information from unelected individuals through efforts that were not statutorily required. Specifically, there were a lot of concerns raised about the Trump administration and DOJ. I'd like to remind members of the committee that we are just a few years removed from one of the worst data breaches in our state's history with a third-party vendor that the Department of Health hired to conduct contact tracing. Now, the General Assembly never passed a law to authorize contact tracing, nor did the Pennsylvania General Assembly say what data should be collected by the contact tracers. The entity, Insight Global, collected very sensitive information, not only on adults, but also children. This entity collected personal health data, personally identifiable information, and for heaven knows what reason, Insight Global even collected sexual preferences of individuals, including children, that they were tasked with contact tracing. Now, the media reported it, not the department. We did not hear from the department that the data collected sat on publicly accessible Google Sheets that anybody, not only here in the Pennsylvania, across the United States, but literally around the world could find. 72,000 Pennsylvanians had their information out there for the entire world to see. Again, it wasn't the state that sounded the alarm and made folks aware. It was Rick Earl and some very quality reporting out of WPXI in Pittsburgh. So less than a year ago, Insight Global was required to pay $2.7 million in a settlement with the Justice Department. Can you tell us where things stand with that settlement and how victims are being made whole?
I don't have that information here. I'd be happy to get back to you on that. You know, like you, we take data security very seriously. We are
Well, I'm happy to hear that you're taking that seriously because it was truly,
yes.
I mean, at the time I chaired the Communications and Technology Committee, it was beyond egregious. It was truly criminal, as evidenced by the settlement, you know. And right now, I know that the Department of Drug and Alcohol programs, and they're separate from you, they don't involve you, but they've entered into third-party agreements to allow the embedding of staff from the Bloomberg Foundation into that state department with full unfettered access to state information. So do you currently have any third-party entities accessing your data, which in a sense is our data, every Pennsylvanian's data, in any capacity?
You know, our department follows all the policies and procedures that were put out.
Well, I understand that, but your department said that previously, that they followed all policies, and here we are today with a $2.7 million settlement, and you don't have any idea of any third-party entities accessing data in your department.
So if we have third-party, we do have agreements that meet, that we are
That's what we were told about Insight Global. So what I would really appreciate is if you have any third-party entities embedded into the department who can access any citizen of Pennsylvania's information, we would like to have a list of who those entities are. And I thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.